7 places covered by older women. Stoicism, Stoic happiness. Welcome to our channel. It's the Stoic era, where you find interesting and useful knowledge from the Stoic philosophers to lead a happy and good life. Have you ever wondered how to truly connect with an older woman? For many, this may seem like an enigma. However, the truth is that certain gestures, subtle yet powerful, can create a deep bond and unforgettable connection. Today, I'll reveal 7 key spots that have the potential to make any older woman feel both desired and enchanted, leaving her deeply captivated by your presence. But don't be mistaken, this is about more than just physical touch. It's about cultivating emotional intimacy and understanding the delicacy of these gestures. Picture yourself as the man who knows exactly where and how to touch, awakening emotions she thought were long forgotten, emotions that no one else had sparked in her for years. Remember, it's not just the first few touches that stir strong feelings. The 5th and final touch is the secret to leaving her utterly mesmerized. Before we dive in, I invite you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, give us a thumbs up, and activate the notification bell. Now, let's explore these 7 places of connection, guided by love and the wisdom of the Stoics. Where there is love, there is life. Mahatma Gandhi. Number 1. Lower back. When we think about the lower back of a woman, it may initially seem like a simple area to overlook, yet it holds an immense power to communicate a profound sense of security and warmth. The lower back is more than just a physical space. It has the ability to convey an unspoken message of support, care, and protection. When your hand lightly touches the lower back, it isn't just a gesture, it's a symbol of your commitment to her well-being. It's a subtle yet meaningful action that communicates, "I'm here for you." Imagine the two of you navigating a crowded space or ascending a staircase. Your hand rests gently on the small of her back. That seemingly small touch says more than words ever could. It tells her that you're present, aware, and there to guide her with quiet confidence. It's a symbol of trust and emotional connection, reminding her that you are there to support her without the need for constant verbal affirmation. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Your gentle, thoughtful actions speak volumes about your commitment to her happiness and safety. When you guide her through a crowd, assist her in or out of a car, or simply walk beside her, your touch on her lower back isn't about dominance, but about offering support in the gentlest form. This touch should never feel intrusive, but rather a subtle, fluid expression of protection. It's not an imposition. It's a consistent reminder that you are there to safeguard her, providing the assurance that she can rely on you. Your actions embody strength in gentleness, an approach to care that doesn't demand attention, but instead draws her in with its quiet reassurance. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, small gestures like this can transform the way we interact with others. It is in these quiet, consistent actions that we build trust and respect, qualities that any strong relationship is founded upon. So, next time you walk with her, take a moment to be present in the simple, powerful act of touching her lower back. Reflect on how this gesture, though subtle, carries the strength of your care and commitment. We all have the ability to leave a lasting impact on those we care about, and sometimes it's the smallest actions that make the greatest difference. Number 2. The nape. Let us now delve into one of the most intimate and delicate areas of a woman's body, the nape. The nape is not just another part of the body, it holds a special kind of sensitivity that, when touched with care, can leave an indelible impact. Often exposed, this area is perfect for a light, affectionate touch that speaks volumes. The nape is not just skin, it symbolizes vulnerability and trust, and approaching it with gentleness and respect can deepen emotional bonds. When you touch this area, you're not merely connecting physically but also emotionally, signaling to her that you honor her trust. This connection isn't based solely on the physical act, but on the silent message it conveys. You value and protect her vulnerability. As the ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Similarly, the simplest gestures, like a soft caress, can create a meaningful experience without needing to be elaborate or forceful. It is not about pressing or massaging the nape, but offering a light, almost ethereal touch that respects her space. Sometimes, just the tips of your fingers grazing her skin are enough to send a shiver of anticipation, awakening emotions that words cannot express. In moments of affection, such as while hugging, holding her face, or when passing close to her, this touch becomes more than a physical interaction. It becomes a shared moment of true intimacy. The neck itself is not just a physical feature, it's an elegant and sensitive area that invites a kind of closeness that can be profound without crossing boundaries. As with all forms of intimacy, it is crucial to recognize when such a touch is invited and when it's not. Respecting her space and ensuring your actions are welcomed will create a more meaningful connection. As the philosopher Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." In this case, the injury would be overstepping boundaries. Rather than rushing into something, think of your touch as a suggestion of what could come, a teaser of deeper intimacy without forcing anything. When you're close, conversing, or even simply enjoying each other's presence, take a moment to appreciate the elegance of her neck, and let your touch reflect admiration rather than desire. A simple, subtle gesture can turn an ordinary moment into something truly enchanting, leaving both of you with a lasting sense of attraction. Let this knowledge be a guide for you, one that honors vulnerability, respects boundaries, and seeks. Do you agree that the nape of the neck is one of the parts that is worth paying attention to? If so, please comment yes, so I know we have the same opinion. Before continuing, an important notice. Have you ever imagined sending a magnetic text message to a woman and generating in her an uncontrollable desire to be with you just because of that sentence? You may be wondering, what phrase is this? These secret messages awaken uncontrollable desire in any woman. I'm talking about magnetic messages that psychologically invade her brain and mess with her emotional side, making her think about you all the time, even if she has a boyfriend or only sees you as a friend. Warning: if you send this message to a woman, she will quickly become excited and desperate to see you at any cost. If you don't want this woman to fall in love with you, don't use this message. You can click on the first link below and download right now these secret messages that will make her obsessed with you, looking forward to the next date and dreaming about you day and night. Number 3. The arm. The arm may seem like an unexpected place to find intimacy, but its subtle power should never be underestimated. Picture this. You're in the middle of a profound conversation, deeply engaged with a woman, exchanging thoughts and emotions that reveal the true essence of your connection. In that moment, the soft caress or gentle touch on her arm can speak volumes, forming a bond that not only echoes the depth of the emotional exchange, but also enhances it. This seemingly simple gesture conveys presence. It's a silent affirmation that you are truly invested in what she is saying. As the famous Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Similarly, true emotional wealth isn't in grand gestures, but in those small, meaningful moments of connection, like a gentle touch. The beauty of this gesture lies in its naturalness and spontaneity. It's not about force or a deliberate attention-grabbing move. Rather, it's about allowing the touch to come naturally as you lean in to listen more intently or emphasize something important. It's a gesture that transcends words, allowing you to communicate your interest, your presence, and your investment in the conversation. The subtlety of this act is what makes it powerful. Just as in Stoicism, where the emphasis is on actions that come from inner peace and self-awareness, this touch is grounded in the quiet confidence that comes with being present in the moment. What makes this act even more remarkable is its versatility. Whether you're seated across from one another at a table or standing side by side, the arm is always within reach, ready to serve as a vessel for connection. That soft, meaningful touch conveys so much more than just physical proximity. It communicates interest, support, and a sense of shared intimacy. It's a bridge between two souls, strengthening the bond and enhancing the emotional experience. As you offer this gesture, take note of how she may lean in closer, her body subtly mirroring the connection you're establishing with your touch. This simple yet profound action underscores an important lesson. In life, it's not always the loudest or most dramatic gestures that leave a lasting impact. The smallest, most thoughtful touches can foster connections that grow deeper over time, enriching both your relationship and your emotional well-being. In a world where so many are distracted and overwhelmed, embracing the simplicity of the moment and being present for those around you can make all the difference. As you navigate through life, remember that true happiness lies not in accumulating things, but in the depth of the relationships you nurture and the subtle ways you connect with others. If you've ever experienced a moment like this, I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. How do small gestures of connection impact the relationships in your life? Number 4. The knee. The knee, often overlooked, holds a surprising yet powerful place in fostering intimacy and connection. This area, just above the knee, can play a subtle yet significant role in building closeness, especially when touched with care and intention. Imagine the scenario. You're sharing a quiet moment with her, perhaps enjoying a glass of wine or watching a film together. As you casually rest your hand on her knee, it may seem like a small gesture, but in reality, it speaks volumes about trust and comfort. The beauty of this gesture lies in its simplicity, a gentle touch that requires no grand show of passion, but conveys a deep, emotional connection. When done with the right intention, it creates an invisible bond that says, "I am here with you, and I am present." The key is to approach this gesture with tenderness, ensuring that it's not about generating physical excitement, but about nurturing the emotional closeness between you both. This isn't about exerting pressure or crossing boundaries. It's about demonstrating a consistent and reliable presence, showing her that you care and are genuinely engaged. In his work, the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Similarly, when it comes to intimacy, It's not the grand gestures or moments of physical passion that create lasting connections, but the simple, meaningful touches that express care and presence. Whether you're sitting side by side at a movie or strolling hand in hand, the knee offers a subtle yet powerful place for a gentle touch that can make her feel more valued, connected, and loved. Over time, this small act can become a quiet but strong affirmation of your bond, allowing the two of you to grow even closer. So, the next time you find yourselves enjoying a peaceful moment together, try placing your hand gently on her knee and see how it deepens your connection. This discreet yet meaningful gesture could be the key to a stronger and more intimate relationship. Number 5. The waist. When we think about the waist, we may not always realize how much significance it holds, especially when it comes to building connections and deepening intimacy. The waist is a highly sensitive area, and a simple touch here can speak volumes about emotions and intentions, from protection and closeness to desire and passion. The way we interact with this area can reveal much about how we truly feel in a relationship. Take a moment to imagine a scenario. You're dancing together, moving with the rhythm of the music, and your hand gently rests on her waist. It's a subtle gesture, yet one that conveys affection, security, and a sense of shared harmony. The touch is gentle, not forceful, showing respect and care for her personal space. It's an intimate and unspoken exchange that signifies protection and closeness. This is not about controlling the situation, but about offering support in a way that strengthens your connection. In his timeless wisdom, Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, said, "Dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars, and see yourself running with them." This quote invites us to embrace the beauty of life's small, intimate moments, like the connection we foster through a simple touch. Just as a gentle breeze can stir the leaves, a soft touch on the waist can deepen emotional ties and show commitment. This simple act can transform various moments, whether you're taking a photo together, walking side by side, or even just relaxing on the couch. The waist, as an area for this contact, is safe yet seductive, offering a space for you to communicate care, trust, and affection without saying a word. By exploring this space with tenderness, you create an environment where she feels special, secure, and truly valued. As you navigate through these small but meaningful gestures, remember that the essence of Stoicism lies in being present and mindful of the small moments that shape our lives. Don't rush or force anything. Let the connection flow naturally, and notice how she responds to your attentiveness. Be patient, respectful, and aware of her boundaries, allowing the bond to grow deeper over time. The beauty of such intimacy lies in the simple, honest touch that shows your genuine interest in her well-being. So, I invite you to reflect on your own relationships and how these subtle, meaningful gestures can strengthen the emotional bonds you share. How do you show affection in ways that make your partner feel both safe and cherished? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below as we explore how these timeless practices can enhance our modern lives. Number 6. The hands. In the fast-paced, ever-demanding world we live in, it's easy to overlook the profound power of the simplest gestures that can forge deep, meaningful connections. The subtle act of holding hands is often underestimated, yet it carries a level of significance that can surpass any words or grand gestures. We often find ourselves rushing through life, distracted by the noise and demands of our busy schedules, but in the quiet moments, we have the opportunity to cultivate genuine bonds. Holding hands, when done with genuine care and attention, has the remarkable ability to convey feelings of warmth, trust, and connection that can't be put into words. Imagine for a moment being in a serene setting, perhaps a calm cafe or a peaceful park, sharing a quiet conversation with someone who matters to you deeply. You extend your hand, and without hesitation, she takes it. Your fingers intertwine in a natural, effortless gesture that speaks volumes. In that moment, no words are necessary. The touch of your hand, soft yet reassuring, communicates more than 1,000 declarations of affection. It says, "I am here, I see you, I value you." This intimate moment, though simple, holds incredible meaning and has the power to create an unspoken bond between two people. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with distractions, this quiet connection stands as a powerful reminder of the importance of being fully present with those we care about. The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once wisely stated, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." In a way, this principle can be applied to the concept of connection as well. True connection doesn't lie in extravagant displays or lavish gestures, but rather in the small, sincere moments of attention and care that we offer one another. It's in the act of holding hands, a gesture so simple yet so rich in its ability to convey trust and affection. It embodies Stoic happiness, the kind of happiness that is rooted in the present moment, in appreciating the here and now without the need for anything more. When you hold someone's hand, it's a silent declaration that you are fully engaged in the present, that nothing else matters in that moment except for the bond you share. It is a form of emotional presence, a beautiful demonstration of the idea that true joy lies in the simplicity of connection, without the need for excess. Holding hands is not about forcing the touch or rushing the interaction. It's about allowing the moment to flow naturally, without expectation or pressure. It's about offering a piece of yourself in a way that is gentle, respectful, and caring. This simple gesture speaks volumes about your intentions, letting the other person know that you are there for them, that you are interested in what they have to say, and that you respect them. In a world where we often feel rushed and distracted, the act of holding hands is an invitation to slow down, to be present, and to truly see the person in front of you. This small but powerful gesture creates a space of trust, where both individuals can feel safe, valued, and understood. Whether you're walking side by side in silence, sharing a moment of deep conversation, or simply enjoying each other's company, holding hands nurtures connection in ways that words simply cannot. It's a timeless gesture, one that transcends generations and cultures, and one that never loses its ability to convey affection and care. Notice how her body language responds to the touch. Perhaps her grip tightens, signaling comfort and trust, or maybe her body relaxes, a sign that she feels safe and at ease in your presence. These small, spontaneous moments of connection are often the ones that linger in our memories, leaving a lasting impression long after the moment has passed. This is the power of simple, genuine gestures. They don't require perfection or grandiosity. They are just acts of care and presence, yet their impact can be profound. So, the next time you find yourself in the company of someone you care about, take a moment to hold their hand with intention and mindfulness. Don't rush, don't force, just let it happen naturally, and pay attention to how it transforms the moment. You may be surprised at the depth of connection that can be fostered through such a simple action. In today's fast-paced world, where we are often consumed by the demands of our daily lives, It's easy to forget that sometimes it's the simplest, most intimate acts that create the most profound connections. As Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." And perhaps the quality of your relationships depends upon the quality of your actions. Actions that show care, presence, and genuine interest in others. So I encourage you to reflect on your relationships and think about how small acts of care, such as holding hands, can deepen the bonds you share with those around you. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. How have simple, meaningful gestures impacted your relationships? Share your experiences in the comments below. Number 7. The wrist. The wrist is not just a functional part of the body. It's a delicate, sensitive area that can convey a world of emotions with the right touch. The inner wrist, in particular, holds an exquisite vulnerability. A gentle touch in this region can spark a sensation of intimacy and closeness that's hard to replicate elsewhere. Picture this. You bring her wrist closer, your lips brush it ever so lightly, and in that fleeting moment, you create something entirely special, an unspoken connection that speaks volumes. It's not merely a kiss, it's a shared secret, an intimate and subtle expression of desire that is both romantic and sensual. This is a space where words are unnecessary, and your actions convey everything. In moments like these, it's essential to approach the wrist with grace and respect. A touch that is soft and fleeting, without lingering too long or making the other person feel uncomfortable, can be more powerful than a prolonged embrace. The beauty lies in suggestion, not in overstepping boundaries, but in opening the door to deeper intimacy, hinting at what could be while respecting her personal space. As you greet her or bid her farewell, the wrist becomes an ideal point of connection, one that is subtle yet deeply meaningful. By gently caressing it or placing a light kiss on it, you can make her feel valued, desired, and cherished, creating a moment where time seems to stand still. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them." This quote reminds us that the power of touch, such as this small yet intimate gesture, lies in its interpretation. It is the quiet, tender moments that carry the most weight and create lasting impressions. The wrist, often forgotten in the hustle of life, offers an opportunity to remind someone of their worth through a gentle act of affection. In our daily lives, it's easy to forget the small gestures that make the biggest impact. We can all benefit from understanding the power of subtlety and how a simple touch can communicate volumes without saying a word. I encourage you to try this with someone special, but remember to always respect their boundaries and cherish the quiet moments. Share your thoughts in the comments. How do you view the importance of such subtle gestures? If you found this video valuable, I encourage you to like, share, and subscribe. When you do this, you're not just supporting the channel, you're helping more people discover these life-changing principles. I truly believe Stoicism has the power to transform our lives, and it's my mission to share it with as many people as possible. Now let's talk about the journey you're on. Life doesn't always give us easy answers, and sometimes it can feel overwhelming. But the beauty of Stoicism is that it teaches us to stay grounded no matter what. It reminds us that we can't always control what happens, but we can control how we respond. Every day is an opportunity to practice patience, resilience, and wisdom, and the more you integrate these principles into your daily life, the more you'll see your mindset shift. You'll become more peaceful, more focused, and more aligned with your true purpose. So as you move forward, remember that progress isn't always immediate or obvious. It's about taking small steps each day, whether it's showing gratitude for what you have, finding strength in the face of adversity, or taking a moment to pause and reflect before reacting. Every bit counts. Keep practicing, even when it's hard. The rewards of Stoicism aren't just in the calm you feel now, but in the wisdom you gain over time. If you have any feedback, questions, or thoughts to share, please leave them in the comments below. I love hearing from you, and your insights make this community stronger. So don't hesitate to share what's on your mind. Above all, remember that happiness doesn't come from external things or fleeting pleasures. It comes from within, and the more we focus on building our inner strength and resilience, the more we'll find peace and contentment in any situation. Thank you for being part of this journey, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Stay strong, stay true to yourself, and keep striving for the life you deserve. Take care.